Angel here. I want to talk to you about something that happened recently. We got a counterfeit camera from Wish.com. Now, I wanted to let you know that they made everything right. It's fine. Wish is okay. But I want to let you guys know how to identify these counterfeit cameras and maybe keep people from doing the same thing that happened to us, doing the same thing that we did. My son's birthday was coming up, and that's the reason we got the camera. He wanted a GoPro, and he's turning 9 years old, and we're just not spending, $500, $600 on a GoPro for a 9-year-old. So we were looking for basically the next best thing, some type of action cam that he could use that had a waterproof casing and was HD. We're not really ready for anything that has to be 4K anyway, so that's what we were shooting for. What I came up with in my research online was the SJ4000 by, I think it's SC Cam or SJ Cam. It's the SJ4000. So, I watched a lot of reviews, and some of them basically were saying that it outperformed the GoPro. And I thought, well, that's great. It's a camera that outperforms the GoPro. It's very similar. It can do a lot of the same things. Let me check that out. So I started researching it, trying to figure out where to buy it. I looked on Amazon, and I believe it was about $59, $60, something like that. And then I looked at Wish.com, and I think I saw it for $16. Well, I got real excited about that, and I bought it right away without, thinking a whole lot, because the ad on Wish said it was the SJ4000, which is exactly what I was looking for. So picked it up, and it came in the mail, and he was real happy to get it on his birthday. We took this camera with us and went to his birthday celebration, which was at an arcade in Santa Monica at the pier, and then we used it for a hike that we went on before we pulled any of the footage off of it. Well, when we pulled the footage off of it, the pictures were really subpar, the video was subpar, it was kind of grainy and kind of jumpy. It really reminded me of like the first HD cams that came off of like a cell phone. Back when this, the camera could do it, but the cell phone's like processor couldn't keep up or whatever, and it was just slow and kind of choppy and grainy and to get pixelated and stuff like that. But if things were staying really still, they were HD. That's what it reminded me of. The photo quality was bad. No other really good way to put that. It reminded me of some of the first cell phone cameras that were out there when we were using feature phones. So it was real poor quality, and hopefully I saved some so I can show them to you. Actually, I still have the camera, so I can just take pictures and show you what the picture quality was like, because it was bad. And then we will kind of compare and contrast between the two cameras, what they're capable of and what they can do. The audio quality. This was the big factor. Was the audio quality was terrible. There was some type of continuous audio feedback that was happening the entire time that created this like low hum or whistle or buzz or something like that while we were recording. It didn't matter where we were at or what we were doing. It was always there. So hopefully we can see the two different cameras here. What I'm going to show them to you real quick. We have the real SJ cam right here. And you can see it says right on it, SJ4000 SJ Cam, and this is the knockoff that they sent us. This one doesn't say SJ Cam on it anywhere. I looked at it. I looked at the packaging for it. I do have the camera still. Wish didn't ask for me to send it back after I identified it as counterfeit, so I guess I'm going to keep it. I don't know. It's not really worth anything to me. I should, I don't know, throw it away or something. I have no idea. maybe the accessories can be used with the SJ4000. I'm not sure. I haven't even tried yet. But one of the things that I noticed when I looked at the cam that Wish sent me was that if you get into it, see it says sports camera as it boots up here, which is just a really generic thing to say, I guess, is sports cam. But let me see if I can get into the menu here. And if you check the software build of the camera, it actually says SJ4000 in here, which it's not. So I don't know if they are ripping off the software from the SJ4000 and loading it onto this camera that is not an SJ4000 or what, but you know, it was definitely had the SJ4000 software inside of it, from what it said anyways. I haven't been through my son's actual SJ4000, so I'm not sure. You know what, I'm going to grab a memory chip and put it in here so I can bring that part up, because I don't think I can access the menus without it. Here we go, and hopefully you can see it on here when I throw it up there. Maybe not. Maybe I'll try to take a picture of it later, but it basically says, I'll read it off here, SJ4000 X2031.V142, which I think is trying to give the impression that it's some version of their software. Maybe it is some version of their software, I have no idea. But we'll see what the other camera says when I try to access that. Now this is the actual SJ cam. That's what it looks like upon startup. Okay, now I'll try to go into their menu here. And see if I can figure out how to get to, oh, here we go, their setup, and check out their what it looks like if I look into their version of software or whatever. Now this has some cool features the other one didn't have. It's, I guess it has a little it can be used as a dash cam. Oh, here's a version. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that or not. If not, then I'll take a picture and put it up there for you. But it reads out model SJ4000. When I did get him the actual one, because it was really shitty that, you know, he ended up with a fake one that didn't work, I got him the actual one, and I got him the model with Wi-Fi. So this is SJ4000 Wi-Fi 2.0 version 1.8. So, you know, they both say that they're SJ4000, but of course only one of them really is. Turn these bad boys off here. So this is the packaging that the fake one came in. And looking on it afterwards, of course, because, you know, I was so wrapped up in, you know, how much money I was saving or whatever. Looking at it, there is nowhere on here that says that it's an SJ4000. Nor is there on the camera, except for within the software that they probably ripped off. It did come with all kinds of stuff. It came with all kinds of little mounts, and it came with the little waterproof case and all of that, which is great, I guess. But, you know, I wouldn't even give this to my kid to use as a toy, really. So, I'll show you guys the packaging for the other camera. We took a picture of it. We actually took pictures of both packagings, but He's already unboxed it, so I'm not going to do an unboxing, and that's not what this is about anyways. So what I'm going to do is also compare and contrast the two different cameras' abilities and what I got out of each one of them. Since I have both of them here, you can kind of see the quality of each camera side by side, and I think that'll be worthwhile doing. But yeah, hopefully you guys don't get burned like I did. You know, like I said, Wish made it right. They refunded my money. I didn't have to send the thing back, and I think they're gonna deal with their seller, hopefully, and get them to change the description of the product, because it read SJ4000 right in the title of it. So I assume that's what it was. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and I'll come back in with some pictures and side-by-side video to kind of show you the differences between the cameras.